Hey guys, what's up? Eddie Aho here with KissAnalog.com. Guys, I decided to dig this box out of a pile over here. Anyway, I cleared out of storage, put a bunch of stuff in. This box was actually a box in a box. So these RP600M speakers from Klipsch are packaged really well. Really heavy duty box that this came out of. So I pulled it out, and I'm going to pull the speakers out and show them to you. So I bought them a while ago because I thought, well, I have to do listening tests too. But then, I don't know, I have some nice Klipsch speakers upstairs, and I don't know, I was going to put these up in here, and I thought, well, this isn't a good listening area. I got another place I'm going to put these so I can do listening tests. But, you know, that's so subjective. I like to do measurements to show you things. But I thought, you know, I do want to listen to these things too, and listen to these different amps, and, you know, kind of correlate the measurements with the listening test. So anyway, here they are. All right, so let's take these out of the box. All right, guys, these things come sandwiched in, well, in these big chunks of foam, okay? And then the grill is protected with all this stuff and nice Klipsch bags. And what's funny is there's a big manual that comes with these. Oh, there's some little rubber feet, it looks like, in here too. So it's kind of funny, a big manual with speakers, right? So just to show you, like, the packaging, which, you know, when you're a company like Klipsch, even the plastic bags you can put your name on. Well, all right, so here. So on the back, there's these little plastic knobs. If you want to buy amp, you know, put a different amplifier for each speaker, then you can do that. Otherwise, you know, these metal straps are a really nice way to short those things together. The new ones, they came out the RPM 602s and 600M2s, are they? Mark 2s, some people call them. Anyway, they're flush, and the binding posts are beefier, and they have some wires, which, you know, you're not going to hear that, okay? Yeah, so anyway, some people make a big deal of that, but there's no one that can hear the difference in that. There is no blind test. No one's ever been able to prove they can hear that, so don't buy into that stuff. Anyway, these are 100 watt speakers, it says. Impedance is 8 ohms, and yeah, the back of it, it's a nice finish. I got this walnut. I think it's called a walnut. Now, the black ones, you can still get these in black, ebony, I think they call it, $350. So I'll put the link down below. Appreciate you using that. It helps support the channel. It doesn't cost you anything extra. But here, this is the way they grow. I just want to show you, unwrapping one of them, just to show you how they put this one together. I think the new ones are wrapped a little different. It's a plastic frame with a bar in the middle. Little felt things here. And they're magnetic behind them. So behind the felt things are magnetic, and they just snap on like that. So they look nice, right? But yeah, I think they're good looking speakers. Now, some people, I've seen a few different reviewers who, like, you know, the Cheap Audio Man, he actually likes the sound of these original 600Ms better than the Mark IIs. So, and, you know, the reasons he says he does is because of the punch. He says they really sound like two different speakers, these and the Mark IIs. Audio Science Review looked at the modification that Danny did on these, and he shows how technically they're flatter and all that kind of stuff. So speakers have lots of characteristics to them, and they're really where you get the biggest change in the sound versus your amps and all that kind of stuff, right? your speakers make the biggest difference. The curves, the measurements, and everything look way different from one speaker to another, or from one speaker to, say, a Danny modified speaker. Now, you know, some of the people that say they like the sound of these, it's because they're not flat. They like the V kind of shape where the highs and lows are amplified a little bit. That's generally where our hearing falls off, so that might make sense, right? So this is where the subjectivity and, you know, the difference between measurements and what you hear might make a difference. You can't hear the other thing I talked about, the shorting thing in the back. That's just a non-starter. You can't measure it, you can't hear it. First of all, if you can measure it, you can hear it, okay? You might be able to hear it. But if you can't hear something that we can't measure, it doesn't work that way. Our equipment's way more sensitive than your hearing is. So, sorry for the people that like to believe in magic, but anyway, or the religion of audiophilism. But yeah, these speakers are fairly heavy. I think they're supposed to be, I forget what they are. They're under 20 pounds each. God, they feel like they're heavier though. I think they're rated around 16, 17 pounds, but man, I'll tell you what, maybe I'm getting weak. They feel heavier. But yeah, this is kind of interesting. This horn, it's kind of a rubberized texture. In here, it's hard plastic. This is where the horn of the speaker, I think the drivers are the same from the Mark IIs and this one. It's just the shape of this horn is different on this. And so, anyways, guys, I just want to do this box opening and show you these speakers. I bought these things a couple years ago. I paid, I think before taxes, I think it was like $380 or $390. They're on sale because the Mark IIs came out. Now, like I said, you can get the Ebony's for $350. I think the Mark IIs are, I think they're $450, closer to $500. But I think you might be able to find them around $450. But I'll put links down for both of them down below. So I appreciate you going down there, clicking on the links and using those, okay? And subscribe if you haven't done so. Appreciate that. Liking the video if you like seeing what these speakers look like and kind of see where I'm going to go. I'm going to start doing listening tests. So just wanted to let you guys know that. And thanks for watching. I'm going to put these up in the room. And we're going to start taking the amps up and hooking them up and listening to them too, okay? And I'll give you some feedback on that. It'll probably take me a few amps, a couple amps at least, to start seeing if I can tell any difference between them. But yeah, all right, guys, thanks for watching. And oh, it's Black Friday today, actually, but the sales for the end of the year, you probably find some good sales on these Klipsch speakers. Klipsch, I like them. I have some towers upstairs, so we'll plug these in, and maybe I'll even compare them to those towers. They're older speakers, but anyway. All right, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.